Hello, 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 good people. How are you today? I'm just thanking the Lord that I'm here and things are going good. I started my tax classes to be a tax preparer last week. Pretty it was a pretty hard week for me last week, and I had told you before that I had some heart issues, and I've been talking to my doctor about it. But God is good, and He is able, and I'm just thanking the Lord that I am another day above ground. So I thank the Lord for that. I want to give a shout out to my husband, who is the love of my life and everything that I ever wanted in a husband. Hey, baby, I love you so much, and thank you so much for being there for me. Summer, winter, spring, fall, ups, downs, happy, sad. I'm just thanking the Lord that I have you in my life. So I want to give a shout out to some of my classmates. Jason, he's one of my classmates at my tax school. Hey, Jason. Karen, hey, Karen. She's one of my classmates and everything. She had been doing some training at Sears. Now she's about to start working. So at Sears right now. So hey, I like you. I love you. I'm so glad that I met you. Another person I want to give a shout out to is my teacher, Miss Denise Gibbons. I was just a wreck the first week, and I was calling her every day of the week, including Sundays, and she never had a problem with me calling her because I was so. I mean, you can't know everything, and some things ain't everything is not going to come easy for you, and I was just having a meltdown. So I'm just so thankful that she was very patient with me as I'm easing into this and getting the feel of it. So thank you so much, Miss Denise, for your time and your patience. So we're going to go on with the show. Before I go on with the show, I want to let you guys know that I appreciate the emails that you send me. I also appreciate all the emails you send me pertaining to things that go on in your personal life and the things that you would like to hear me talk about. So thank you so much for that. I'm definitely taking donations for my show because I really do need them, and the ones that have been giving me donations, I really do appreciate that. You can actually send the donations to 160 East Victor, I mean, not East, 160 Victor Street. That's WHPR radio station. You can make the money orders and checks payable to Donna Stinson. And I just want to let you know that without you, there is no me and there is no show. So on with the show. So today we are talking about Kid Rock. Yes, we're talking about Kid Rock today. He's been like splattered all over the news. He's supposed to be running for a senator. Um, he said something on when he was about to do his show at the Little Caesars Arena that he likes black people. Now, if that is not the most racist statement any black person has ever heard, I don't know what is. Now, if you have black, white, it doesn't matter what type of friends, they're your friends. And color doesn't matter. And you're screaming all over the airwaves and all in Little Caesars Arena. I love black. You don't even say I love. You say I like black people. And then somebody was saying, well, he slept on a black person's couch one time. Okay, because he slept on a black person's couch one time don't mean he liked them. Are you still in touch with this person? Do you still talk to this person? Did you help this person out when you got where you were? After when you was down and out, nobody wanted to be bothered with. I'm not saying that you was raggedy or funky at the time. You could have been, but I'm just saying, did you help anybody out? When you were sleeping on this person's couch. I just don't understand how white men like this, and I gotta say it this way. I don't understand I'm gonna say it like this: men of this caliber who's shown the Confederate flag in all just about all of their concerts, they would have continued to show the Confederate flag if it hadn't have lost them money, if somebody hadn't started complaining about it. He wouldn't have never given up that Confederate flag. Ford or Chrysler, I believe it was Ford. Ford, he lost money messing around with this Confederate flag. Ford didn't want to have nothing to do with it because it was probably bringing down their money. And I just don't understand why any person in their right mind would want to vote for this guy for senator. He's foul mouthed. He's got a filthy mouth. There's enough people in government that's like that, and I just don't understand why are we even nominating him or putting. Or why is he even in the race again? Why are we even giving him any type of airtime? This should not even be talked about actually. But you know me, I have to say something about this. Now, he's talking about he's not racist, but I went on the internet and I googled um Kid Rock's black fans. No black people came up. None. No black people came up under Kid Rock's African American fans, black fans, people of colors fan. Nobody came up. You know who came up? There was a young man and a couple of young Caucasian girls that had Down syndrome that he came to one of their parties and he threw parties for them. There's like to me, this is the only way I can say it. Hicktown pictures, next to his picture. He got pictures of Kanye West sitting, next to his picture. You know how you go on Google, they have the different pictures. They're next to him. So maybe he just put them up next to his picture. But there's no pictures of him and any black folks standing together, him hugging them, him with them, him smiling with them, him doing anything from them. There's none of that. None of that. So I beg to differ, Kid Rock. I believe you like them for what they can do for you, how they can be good voters. They can give you a head up. My brothers and sisters, don't vote for this person because this person do not have it all together. This is only my opinion. This person don't have it all together. He feels like because he's some type of rock mogul, which I don't look at him like that. And some of the people that I know that's black be like, kid, who? This person is sexist. I looked up some stuff, and he had talked to a Rolling Stone reporter or one of the writers from Rolling Stone, and he talked about Beyonce, like Beyonce was, talking about, well, she got this big butt and this, that, and the other, but I prefer, now he's stereotyping, white chicks with big boobs, but he didn't use the B word, he used the T word. So, he's categorizing women, black and white. His mouth is stone cold filthy. Are these the type of people that we want to speak for us? Really? Come on. Now, he got this song that he wrote called I'm a Lowlife. Now, he said this. This is his song. He's saying that he's a lowlife, and that's the name of the song. Excuse me. I'm about to bite my tongue with this. He's saying that he's making time. These are just some of the lyrics. He's making time to go out with your wife, which is saying that he'll try to break up a marriage. So he's he'll break up a marriage. So he's a troublemaker when it comes to people marriage. So you can't have your wife around him because he'll try to get her. Basically, that's what I'm feeling like he's saying. He said he's got kids that he's never seen before. Now I'm just saying this is what he's saying. Thank you. This is what he's saying, and 9 times out of 10, to me, when a person are singing a song with lyrics like this, it's kind of close to home. It's basically telling you what this person's personality is. So I'm just not believing these lyrics. I've never heard any of his songs, and the only song that I think I've ever really heard was the song from the Ford commercial, like a lot of us. So, and we don't even know all that. We just know that part of the song that Ford cut out for their commercial. So he said he got kids that he ain't never seen before. He's saying that the object of his affection asked the police for protection. So they filed a protection order on him because I guess he said that he done fell so into this chick to where he he just it didn't matter to him what anybody said he was gonna get with this chick. So this chick had to file a police protection. Now this is just the wildest stuff. How somebody with this type of character can say, "I'm running for government and vote for me." Now, they had Sam Riddle on Let It Rip a couple of nights ago, and he really ain't no better, but at least he ain't going around trying to steal people's wives. I mean, and let's just be clear here: no one sin is greater than another sin here. So I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is this guy, and this is only in my opinion, he's just a straight up liar. For you to say that you like black people, and I've never seen any pictures. If you do have them, they're probably tucked away under your mattress in some type of vote, or something that you probably wish you never even took pictures with, or you took pictures with somebody, like I said, just so you can get the ups in their community. And it's just a shame how we, as African Americans, fall for this craziness. It's the same thing how I'm gonna take for example Governor Snyder. He came out like this great guy and everything, and we're like, oh, okay. And a lot of people didn't even know him. And that's another thing that I say, that there's people that every year, new people that come out on the ballot that we know nothing about, and the person that's already in office is like really really bad. So it's like, let's give this person a chance even though they may be worse. So people, we have to start um, researching these people instead of saying, okay, well, I like their songs, or that's a good tune, and let's give them a chance. No, don't give a loudmouth, and this is my opinion, don't give a loudmouth, stereotypical person like that a chance to get in the Senate and just probably turn it into a brothel for all you know. So I want to get back to some of these dang on lyrics. Uh, he said he's got a dirty mind and a gutter mouth. And we already know this. So if this person is telling you this is the type of person he is, he says he keep cocaine upon his nightstand. I make black music for the white man. We not listen, we only listen to the beat, like I said before, and we don't listen to the lyrics, and we feel like, oh, this is the jam. No, it's not, because it's a racial down degrading song as far as I'm concerned, from what I've read, because I read the whole song. I'm just taking some of these lyrics out of here so you can see them. And I'm like, why would somebody that has all of this against them vote? Because he knows the masses are ignorant. The masses are not either. The masses are not going to vote, and he's going to have enough people to win the vote. Like I was telling you about Gabe Leland. There's over 100,000 or 150,000 people in a certain district, and it only took, because these people didn't vote, he won the district with 8,000 votes. This year, he only won the district with less than 3,500 votes. And we don't vote. But we'll sit up and we'll complain once some goofball get into office, whatever the office may be. We don't pay attention on the local level where it really concerns us. We'll vote for a president or not vote for a president, but we won't vote for a senator. We won't vote for a mayor. We won't vote for a district manager. These are people who speak for you. And I want to tell Kid Rock, you need to quit it. You have no credentials, and not even him. There's a lot of people in the Senate, in the House of Representatives, governors, district managers, some mayors that don't have credentials, but because you think he's a nice or she's a nice person, you vote idiots into these into these shoot, I'm trying to find a word, positions. Then once everything goes south, they take away your certain taxes from you. They take away certain liberties of yours. And like I said last week, you are like, how did I get to this place? How did I get to this place? Not paying attention, not researching, not going out and doing your civil duty, which once again, I'm going to say, people died for you to have the right to vote. And it's like a slap in the face to our forefathers not to go out and vote. We sit around, we smoke weed all day, we hang on the block all day, and it ain't just young folks, it's folks between the ages of 40 and 60 that does this. How sad is that? 40 and 60. These are supposed to be the people that are supposed to be the example for young brothers and sisters who may not have anybody, that may need somebody to talk to. Like I was talking last month about these men between the ages of 40 and close to 70 or a little over 70 riding around like they got a little crew with their pants half down their butt trying to holler at these young girls, and you're like in your 70s. Get a grip. Now, what I will say about Kid Rock is, if Kid Rock is slick enough to come in here and fool us and make us feel like he's the perfect candidate, more power to you, Kid Rock. But you don't get my vote. And anybody who votes for you, they don't know nothing about politics and they don't vote on the regular. Or you done paid them to vote for you. You've done something for them. Some type of underhanded stuff then went on. Now, people, I just want you to know that this person cannot be a senator. He's running around talking about he like black people. No, he don't. If he did, there would be pictures of him with them. He wouldn't be sitting up downgrading black women and stereotyping white women. You hear these people say all the time. Now, this thing that he said against Beyonce was March 2015. Okay, this 2017 going into 2018. I didn't look up the year from which he made this song, but looking at these lyrics and reading this slur, as far as I'm concerned, what he said against Beyonce and this stereotypical thing he said about white women, and looking at him today, do you think he's changed one bit? You're sitting up on the stage cussing and using the Lord's name in vain. You have no remorse for the things that you say. You have no regard for God. I don't know if you're a Christian. At this point I really don't care. I wish that God would change your heart so me and you could talk, and I would be able to be, maybe, if not a friend, but an associate of yours. But you just seem like the devil to me. And I'm not understanding why we are so baffled, blinded, or just plain out don't care about who we put in office. And it's so sad. And the ones who do it, you're so sad. I'm talking about the ones who don't vote, then sit up and say, I wish I should have, if I were, that's all you doing, making a bunch of noise. So shut up. If you want change to occur, you have to do something to have change to occur. I would never endorse anyone like Kid Rock. I hate to say this, it's the lesser of the three evils, but I would rather see Duggan and Gabe Leland, which you know I always rally against. I'd rather see them in office than have him in office for any amount of time. If you had to go between the lesser of the two evils, I would take them two over Kid Rock any day. Please don't be deceived by this guy that's running around like a sheep in wolf's clothing. I mean, a wolf in sheep's clothing. Forgive me. If you want to make a change, if you want to start somewhere, or you want to make up for the wrongs that you did as far as not voting for the right people, don't vote this person in. If you go and they talking about vote for him for the Senate, vote for the other person. Do not vote for him. Now, this is just my personal opinion. I believe he's with the KKK, and I believe that the KKK endorsed him to say, KKK, you kiss my butt. That's just the underlay for the overplay. Get it done by any means. That's the way I see it. Of course, they're going to let you downgrade them if they know that it's going to further their cause. This man, like I said, they had been flying this flag all his life. Just because he ain't had it for a couple of years, do you think that intent still is not in his heart? Because the flag is not on the stage don't mean it's not in his heart, folks. Y'all better wake up. Y'all better learn that. And that's another thing. And I always say just because a person is your color don't mean they for you. I've been telling you this too. Just because somebody smiles in your face don't make them for you either. It doesn't matter what color they are. So I don't like the KKK. I ain't down with this. Y'all kiss my. What kind of person? Excuse me. Excuse me. What kind of person is this that's trying to get in the Senate? He is going to make a mockery of the judicial system. I'm telling you, I mean, the House of Representatives, the Senate Commission, all these people, I'm talking about the people who were good senators and this, that, and passed on. They didn't pass away. They're going to be rolling over in their grave like, what is this clown? And I'm not saying this. I'm saying maybe the dead folks are saying, what is this buffoon? What is this clown doing in the Senate? And if you vote for him, there is some type of retardation going on with you. This is just my opinion and how I feel about this, people. How you going to be wreaking havoc all your life? Well, yeah, I know KKK, but I'm going to say it anyway. How are you going to wreak havoc all your life and then say, vote for me for senator? And then maybe even become the president one day. I'm quite sure you'll be just as bad as Trump. You don't, just because you're a rock star, don't make you have senator qualities or have any type of. I really, I'm just so miffed with this. I'm basically tripping over my words that somebody of this caliber would want to even say that they want to be senator. It's blowing me away that some foul mouth, right? Him, Ted Nugent, these people. Look, Ted Nugent with these lyrics back in the 70s, a lot of us thought that, he had good songs and this, that, and the other. But now that I'm older, because the Bible says when I was a child, I spoke as a child and I did childish things. But when I became an adult, I threw away childish things, which means you need to research the people that you put over your life. You need to research the people that you want to vote for. But if it looks like a duck and acts like a duck and quacks like a duck, guess what, people? It's a duck. It's a duck. It's not a cow with a duck's bill on. It's not a horse with a duck's feathers in the back. It's none of that. It's a duck. So if you guys decide that you want to go ahead and vote for this guy anyway, you're gonna put this you're gonna put this country and maybe even Detroit into more turmoil than it needs to be. A lot of the things that happen in Detroit is because the people of Detroit make bad choices. And I'm telling you, people, this is a bad choice. Do not let this man, do not vote for him, and don't have no parts of him trying to be in the Senate. Because I'm telling you now, he's already got people backing him. He's already got people backing him, people that we do know and people that we don't know. He's already got an agenda, and we don't know it. Everybody that goes into the political arena has an agenda. Whether it be good or bad, trust me, they have an agenda. They didn't decide, okay, I'm gonna be a politician. They decided I'm either long and hard. I'm going into politics to be a good politician or a bad politician. There's only two ways you can go, good or bad. There is no in between. There is no gray area with this. Some people can go into this with good intentions and turn around and let the bad people eat them up. They don't stand up for what they know is right, or they feel like, well, I know my race of people is going through it, but they said they'll look out for me, so I'm gonna save myself. Guess what? After you save yourself and then you do what they want them to do, guess what? They're gonna smear your name, and the same people that put you in is gonna put you out, and guess what? Now you're one of us, and you're in the same boat as we are. So, people, you need to start researching things, researching politics. You need to find out what a senator does, what their jobs are, what they are supposed to do for the people. Because senators, mayors, anybody in the public in this arena is um, is um, is a servant basically, from the president on down to a district manager in your neck of the woods. So, on that note, I love you guys. Don't vote for Kid Rock. And until next time, be strong.